Welcome to the June edition of Oilfield Network News. This month, we'll talk about new technology, continue to cover safety, and of course, look for ways to help others who are in job transition. And on the subject of helping, we're very sad to report the passing of John Curzea, who volunteered to help with the Oilfield Network News by improving our graphics and providing feedback on content. John's story can also be an inspiration for those who are in job transition, as after he lost his job in the oil field, he leveraged his skills and desires to help others in different industries, including cellular high-tech, insurance, and food services, where he also helped the fledgling ICAP Leverage, Oilfield Network News' sponsor company, by awarding contracts for training and news services. We will certainly miss his creative and artistic input. And on the topic of helping others, last month we reported Frank McKay, through his oilfield operating company, provided local scholarships in Africa. This month, we heard from David Reed of NOV and his efforts to support victims of human trafficking. They're having a Golf for Good tournament, June 11, 2019, with all proceeds going to help long-term recovery programs and safe houses to help victims of human trafficking become survivors. Thanks, David, for making us aware of this opportunity and providing the websites shown for registering for the golf tournament. So, mark your calendars and be ready to golf for good with Redeem Ministries and organizers Global SCM Energy and Red M. Here's the rig count at the top of June according to Baker Hughes. It was interesting to note in their subsequent data spreadsheet, offshore Gulf of Mexico remains about the same, hovering at only around 20 rigs. We have had a few interviews and are getting some data that might indicate an increase in offshore activity, but presently the majority of the interest seems to stay in unconventionals. In technology, our freelance reporter, Sharma Dranamraju, covered two conferences in May, ESRI Oil and Gas Conference in Houston and AAPG Annual Conference in San Antonio. At the GIS, Sharma spoke with Alec Pestov, founder and CEO of VGIS. They did provide some information on their new high-tech augmented reality applications and software. Also interviewed were Chris Brown, PetroView Product Manager Americas for Wood Mackenzie, Sandeep Banjari, Assistant Director of Product and Sales for SkyMap Global, Connie Busha, Program Coordinator in Distance Training for Texas A&M University, and Stephen Pickett, White Star Corporation. We look forward to more information and possibly a feature story on new technology from Sharma later on. We also heard from Herman Vaca, a volunteer at the Offshore Technology Conference, who reported there were many excellent exhibits this year at OTC and suggested more oilfield professionals get to next year's conference, as attendance was down slightly, again, perhaps due to the present low level of Gulf of Mexico offshore drilling and the focus on land and unconventionals. On the safety and service side, an alert for companies doing multiple wells on a single pad, as we have heard more than once the wrong well was worked over. For operators and service companies alike, be sure to have processes in place to be 100% certain you're working in the correct well. As promised, we've reviewed our performance in helping others in May and found some opportunities to better serve both the industry and those in job transition. We'll continue the survey and consolidate the findings and report again in July. Until then, have a safe June.